Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris. This is Restoration Rescue, and in today's video, this is part 2 of rebuilding the Muncie 318 transmission. All right guys, so we're gonna talk about a quick thing real quick. We had a good comment in our last video about naming our project, so we're trying to think of a good name. We thought maybe Project Dustpan because car was a bunch of rust. But what we want for you guys to do is leave comments of possible names that you guys think, and maybe we'll pick one of your names. So we have another big announcement. We got a call yesterday from the engine shop. Our engine is finally back, and we went and picked it up yesterday. So here it is. This is our Chevy 305 small block. As you can see, it's been bored a little bit. We did a 30 over bore for it because we were a little out of round. It's been cleaned and all that, so it looks a lot better than when we left it there. Because of that, we had to get new pistons. As you can see, we have a brand new pistons, and he also was nice enough to put the wrist pins on, so we're good there. Our crank is still the same one. He polished that. We worked on the heads. We also got a brand new comp cam in because we wanted a little bit more chop. We got some other goodies for this thing. But right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop right back onto this transmission. All right, guys, so thankfully, one of our subscribers noticed something that we were messed up on, and we were able to fix it. We had where the snap ring going facing this on this shaft, which is incorrect, thankfully to that guy, and coming in and commenting and showing us what's right. So we also got our correct tool in, so we were 100% able to put that on, except again, we put it on backwards. No! All right, so sorry about that. We now have it correct. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this nice new tool and just tighten it down. There it is, all good to go now that we have it the right way. So thank you, Eric, our commenter, for making sure that we have our bearing on right. So now we do. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this away so like the last video, don't throw it. We're gonna take the rear main shaft and we're gonna stick it in the tail shaft of the transmission, and then we're gonna move on after that and start getting the inside of the transmission and the needle bearings in where they need to go. So let's hit it. All right guys, so this is what we're gonna do now, is we're gonna work on putting the needle bearings in. So according to our book and what we've read, we're gonna take these short little fat ones, and they are gonna go very deep in here, inside this clutch gear. Then we're gonna take this, we're gonna put this down on top of it. Then there's gonna be a space in here in the middle. Then you take this, put that in there, and then you take 24 of these and place these needle bearings in here. Now, you'd think, oh my God, I turn this over, they all fall out. However, this is where our assembly goo is gonna really come in handy. You're gonna just jam a bunch of goo down in there. You're gonna take some pliers, needle nose pliers, and just drop in each one until you get them all in and round it in. Then you put that washer on and do rinse and repeat. So we're gonna rinse and repeat. Let's do this. All right guys, so what we did is we just put all the needle bearings in, but what I wanted to make sure that you guys are aware of, because no videos online have ever showed it, and I want to make sure you do so that you know what you're doing right rather than just having to go at it. So down at the bottom, there's the groove where the top end is gonna sit. That doesn't have any needle bearings. There's like another lip that you're gonna jam the 14 in there with all our grease, which as you can see, there's a lot of it in there. Then you're gonna put the thrust washer in. Then you're gonna put another thrust washer in, and there's gonna be a space in between those bearings, so don't be worried. And then you're gonna put your next 24 bearings in. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this snap ring right here, We're gonna put it around here and we're gonna jam this thing in. So let's knock this out. All right, guys, so we did screw up a little bit, but we were able to remedy it. If you want to hop on in here, we'll show you what we did wrong. So this right here is the clutch gear, and what we did is because we put this in first and then the tail shaft, we locked this clutch gear to this, and that caused it so that our gears wouldn't move. So to remedy this, we pulled it all apart again for you guys. So then we put the tail shaft in, locked this in, and it's supposed to lock into the back, not the front, because this gear is supposed to go all the way back because that's where reverse is. So now we pull it back up to the front. We can see that we're all moving. So like we did is we put this on and then we put the front shaft in and it all meshed together. And now we have all our gears. We have neutral, we have first and second, and we have our reverse. So we're all set there. So now what we need to do is we're gonna take this, which is the gear selector, and we're gonna put this in, and that's gonna lock that clutch gear in with this right here, and then this controls this gear right here and moves our gears. So let's go ahead, let's knock that out, and let's wrap this transmission up. All right, guys, so what we did there is we got this in and we can see that it shifts through the gears. Both are moving, so that's all good to go. We have torqued these down. These are 18, these are 12 to 15. In the back here, these are 40 to 45. So once you get that torqued in, this thing's all together. We're not gonna put the front on yet because what we're gonna do off camera on my own time is I'm gonna come in here, wire wheel this thing and paint it, and then it'll be ready to go on the truck. So that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. Thanks for joining us again on another Saturday. We hope to see you next Saturday when we start building this engine and we get ready and one step closer to the end of this truck. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to us. Thank you for joining us.